Good evening, guys. It is time for gist, banter, all that is trending and exclusive on social media because a lot is trending. Today, a lot is trending. A lot has made it out on social media. You're watching Afia TV official on Afia TV. My name is Favor Obinyanduba, and there is no time to waste time today. We have a lot to talk about. So we're going to go straight into it. Later on the show, we'll, uncover that it looks like the theme of today's show is apparently. Apparently, Bobrisky did not go to jail. But before we get into that, we have a case of a young female soldier who has been dismissed from service. Now, it all started a couple of weeks ago when this young lady, Ruth Ogunleye, posted a TikTok video. And, it was a TikTok sound, and she posted it, and she was like, the caption on the video was, if they post you to this place where Colonel Abdulkarim is, do not go there because he is a rapist. Now, people had reacted to the video. Obviously, the video went viral. People were saying different things about it. And, next thing, according to the reports, there was a series of investigations and all of that. And next thing we are hearing that she has been dismissed from service. Now, what the report is saying is that she had mental issues. So she came out to say, so here's her case. This is Ruth's case. Ruth said that Colonel Abdulkarim made sexual advances towards her. He injected her several times. He locked her up in a mental institution because she refused his advances. He tried to rape her and all of that. Sexual assault upon sexual assault upon sexual assault. That is Ruth's case. Now, Colonel Abdulkarim, obviously due to the investigations that they had to carry out and whatnot, was saying that is not the case, that the girl gets scored for head. She's mentally unstable. And in 2022 was when they actually did dismiss her from service due to the fact that her head no correct. And though because they wanted to, they don't want her to feel bad, they did not just want to dismiss her like that. So that's why they took her to the mental institution and gave her proper health care before they finally released her into civilian life. But that is not what Ruth is saying. So it's now a case of Ruth's word against Colonel Abdulkarim's word. And the way it looks like is actually his word has actually taken it, he has actually won the case because now she has been dismissed or discharged from service, even though according to them, she was discharged in 2022. So let's take a look at some of the comments. Is it that they did not believe her story, or because she's a junior, that's why they discharged her? A country where election results are announced by 4 a.m. when everyone is asleep, what do you expect? But that's what happens in the military now. It's common. Because she spoke up, she's paying for it. On top 65k salary, madam, leave that job. Get something else to do, Jerry. Nonsense. But that's what happens in the military. There's no justice in a country where there is 100% injustice. What is the medical condition she's facing? What is the name of the sickness? How does the military accept someone into their ranks without mental evaluation? And only after she accused a high-ranking officer of sexual assault will she be discharged? Please, can anyone explain to me like I'm in primary 2? I mean, female rights are not taken seriously in Africa. I knew she will be discharged. To get justice for Nigeria, not by connection. Well, it's a lot. It's really, really, really is a lot. But obviously, this kind of cases, this is the end you're going to hear. You're going to hear about it. This is all you're going to hear about it. That's all. That's it. I just really hope that the young lady is safe. At the end of the day, we should always hear from two sides of the story. But in cases like this, we never really hear what is the truth. So I just really hope the young lady is safe. If she has been discharged, I hope that she has an easy transition back into civilian lifestyle, because you're going to have to live with something like this for the rest of your life. Bad enough that's how traumatizing that sexual assault can be, then imagine being oppressed and being suppressed and not even getting justice for it at the end of the day. It's really, really crazy. Imagine taking somebody to a mental home because of you refused your advances. If that is true, It's really, really bad. But let's move away from it. I really hope Ruth is getting the care that she deserves, and that nothing really stops her and from really speaking her truth and saying her story, even though this looks like it has already stopped her. Now let's move to some juicier matters. So apparently the mommy of Lagos did not go to jail. She didn't sleep in jail. She didn't sleep in cell. And let's start from who is mommy of Lagos's arch nemesis, who is the one person that has just been raving and raving and raving and raving about Mommy of Lagos, Bobrisky, Idris Okuneye, like some people know him as, people that know him from home, they know him as Idris. So who's the one person that's really been on Bobrisky's case for a very long time? Some of you call him a social activist. Some of us just don't really care for him that much. It's none other than your fave, Verydarkman. So Verydarkman, we do not know how, but you already know he's a man of means. He has gotten some incriminating recordings, really incriminating recordings about his fave. Sorry, Bobrisky, it's not his fave, you know. And he's gotten a couple of recordings from Bobrisky. And Bobrisky, in this voice recording, admitted a couple of things that are making the internet shake. I think the first thing Bobrisky actually said was that he paid 15 million naira to drop the Efcc charges of money laundering against him. So if you recall, the very first time that we heard that Efcc carried or called Bobrisky in, it was a case of money laundering and money spraying, naira mutilation and all of that. Was the two cases. And then the next thing we see here is that he's going in for naira mutilation. So that kind of makes sense. That kind of checks out that maybe he paid to drop the case. But yes, apparently, according to the voice recording that Verydarkman posted of him, he said he paid 15 million naira to have the money laundering case dropped. That's the first bombshell that he gave. The second bombshell that he gave was also that on his way out of the... I just remember that I'm choosing meme. This is not the time. So, on his way out of the prison after he was sent to court and he was sentenced to 6 months in prison and a fine, on his way out, his godfather called him, told him, "You're not going nowhere." I think am I narrating this too much? Do you guys want to watch the video? Let's take a look at the video.
Was on my Instagram, so my Facebook, and they're paying me on my Facebook every month. So I'm okay. So they were like, all those money cannot still make me buy a house of 450 million naira in Pinnock, and where I'm staying in Chevron, blah 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 blah. The shah put the money laundry shah. They charged me to court. So when they charged me to court, we had to beg them that, okay, if they want to remove the money laundering, how much would they collect? And so we should go and bring 15 million that they will remove the money laundering. And then my godfather called me and said, "You will not enter that prison, don't worry. Let me make arrangements for an apartment close to the prison. It's going to call the controller that's overall in Nigeria and Abuja, and I'm talk to them. The Shah talk before I come back, Shah. Then I took me to one apartment that I must not come out till I finish my sentence. That the Oga said they should come out. The Oga said they should come and keep me here. That I mustn't go like enter data, but nobody should know that I'm not there.
Yes.
You know. So
I know.
All community service that pardon the president because it's
wait, Falz the bad guy. I can't even believe this. Falz the bad guy contacted Bobrisky, and Femi Falana contacted his father, and his father, Femi Falana, spoke to Bobrisky in order to divert justice. And this same Falz, if this story is true, this same Falz will have the audacity to come out and say he's fighting against the government for oppression, that he wants justice, he wants Nigeria to be better. So that like this, you did carry yourself. I don't want to believe that Femi Falana will bring himself down to this level. A whole Femi Falana, where be Fela lawyer, where we respect. Femi Falana will engage himself in something like this. Wait, what is the relationship between Falz and Bobrisky? Abi Falz said they do? Oh.
My dear brothers and sisters, I mean, you wanted to watch the video, now you've seen it. It's a really long video, so if you're into Verydarkman and those kind of things, you can go and watch the full thing and watch the full clip. He has his own analysis and all those cute stuff there. Yeah, but I just had to, keep it short, keep it cute, so we can get the, get the gist as it's hot. So now, So from the video, I've said it before, he said, he got to pay EFCC 50 million naira to drop the charges. He also mentioned, so one thing, the whole Fowles issue with it is basically, Bob said that Fowles reached out to him. Fowles reached out to him and told, Fowles reached out to him and, they got his father and they were trying to get a pardon for him and all of that. And we're not really lawyers here, but we'll get into the meat of the matter and get into it. Now, let's start off with this particular, this has layers. There is obviously Verydarkman posting this video in the first place. Like, how did he get this recording? And this recording, if it is true, is a lot. There's a lot of things, a lot of incriminating things that he's saying here. That's the first part of the gist. The second part of the gist is EFCC. As so now they do, if it is true. The theme of today's show, guys, what is it? If it is true. If it is true. But if it is true, that means EFCC. Okay, that's the second part of the gist. And of course, the final part of the gist is Fowles. Like, why is Fowles, his family, Fowles, his dad, Femi Falana, why are they being involved with it? What is Verydarkman trying to insinuate? Like, oh, that's so you they do. That means yourself. What is he trying to insinuate? And also, the juicier part is that Fowles has also threatened him. It's going to be a long day. So let's take a look at some of the comments from this one. Never help someone that talks too much from a bad situation. They will air you out and you regret it. This is a huge lesson. Trust no one. People where they fight for better Nigeria, they contradict themselves in the comments. They're never ready. So to ask for pardon now, crime. Falana was doing his job, so why bring him into this? No, for real, VDM is acting like he has some personal beef with Bobrisky. I don't even like Bobrisky that much, but VDM is a no. No wonder the country is like this. People want to use emotions to cover up crime. VDM is not after Bob's downfall, but the abuse and misconduct of law and justice. The person that leaked this voice note, may I not encounter someone like this, amen. If you know Nigeria well, you go know say nothing will happen to either Bob nor the people she mentioned, rather than a VDM them go face. And of course, Bobrisky also made a post and reacted to this, and he said his attention has been drawn to a fake voice recording circulating on the internet that I paid EFCC 50 million naira and that I was never in prison. I did not pay Why is he typing EFCC any money? It's a very big lie. I served my term in full and I came out to discard any false information. Imagine believing someone that came out publicly to tell us that you paid a hacker to track someone's phone, which is against the law, can be desperate to do anything at this point. So obviously, Bobrisky, people will say Bobrisky will tell you say that true. Obviously, Bobrisky has come out to say that it's a lie. He did not do anything like this. And it's just a case of, be very careful of who you are giving gist to. Because if this is true, imagine recording such conversations and then, oh my God, this is so sad. If this is true, like, this is just the highest heights of betrayal or whatever, because you're talking to somebody, giving somebody the gist of what happened to you, your tales of prison, tales of kiri, and next thing it's online, it's on all the blogs, Favor is talking about it. I mean, that's why you should be friends with people who don't know about gadgets, like like me. A couple of my friends don't know anything about gadgets, and that's why the relationship is working. At least most people want to have evidence of everything. Well, let's move to the next one. So now the next one is EFCC. Now, EFCC is, saying, okay, I think the first one we're going to go into is we're going to look at Fowles, yes, before we look at EFCC. Let's look at Fowles and look at what people are saying about what it looks like Fowles' involvement in this particular case. And he's saying, I'm not supporting Bobo, but as lawyers, Fowles and his father should have the freedom of providing legal counsel to anyone, isn't it? I mean, it's their job, they are lawyers. Fowles and Femi Falana did nothing wrong. First referred to him, his dad, and his dad only did what any lawyer would do for their clients. Before you all come and drag Fowles or his father, please read section 1751 and 212. A convict can apply for pardon and prerogative of mercy can be granted to a convict by the president or governor. It's not out of place for them to apply for a pardon. Make we clean ourselves first before we talk about the politicians. What does it make Fowles or his father, the lawyer, clean in all of this? Like person just they do his work. I'm sorry, isn't it a legal business Fowles gave to his father? Bob called him and he spoke to his father to be Bob's lawyer. Is that not business? Fowles didn't sleep with him, neither did he steal funds. What's the buzz on Fowles and his father all about in this? I think it's important to explain what Falana and Fowles did. After the conviction, they sought to help him get a prerogative of mercy. This is not just a right of a convicted prisoner, but one which is also with constitutional backing. Section 175 of the Constitution empowers the president to grant a prerogative of mercy, while Section 212 empowers a governor. We have the legal juggernauts in the building. Every accused person is entitled to legal representation, and every lawyer is entitled to their professional fees. That aspect of the whole issue is the only part VDM doesn't seem to understand. However, every other allegation is valid and with justification. We should be worried an accused person has allegedly served his sentence in an apartment, but people are here defending Bobrisky. I guess this is what people mean when they say so person can do no wrong in their eyes. Okay, you all are just focusing on the files you mentioned. What about the money Bob paid at EFCC? Let's focus on that and how he was given an apartment instead of the main Kiwi. Or yeah, talk that one. Like this, no one has the moral right to prosecute the Yahoo boys because even the anti-corruption is wildly corrupt. The Solomon Buchi, what they did wrong is giving a false impression. They made it look like Bob went to prison while he or she did not. If he pleaded for pardon and what it was granted, then why hide? Like I told you guys, Files now came out again to now say, he put out a letter from his team for withdrawal and retraction of defamatory statements against Mr. Folarin, aka Files. And he's come out to say, so according to Files, because the letter is long and we're not going to read it, let me just summarize it for you. So basically, Files is saying that what really happened, which is kind of I feel like it's putting all the things together, because if Files is saying this, then that means maybe what is in that recording might be true. But yeah, Files is basically saying that. So in Files' letter to Verydarkman, him saying he should put out a public apology and apologize to him in less than 24 hours and take down the statement and defamatory and all of that, whatnot. So he's saying basically what happened was that Bobrisky was the one who reached out to Files. Files obviously knowing what he's going through and all of that, being on social media, Files knowing what he's going through was like, okay, what's up? And then, according to Files, Bobrisky was the one that asked him to give him a 3 million naira loan, that he's going through a lot, blah, 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 blah. And Bobrisky was like, Files was like, no, because he doesn't run charity, So he's like, no. And then he's like, oh, let me link you up with my father. You can be able to, do this better, because his father is a lawyer. You can be able to do this better and all of that. And that is how their whole relationship or the whole conversation that they had went. So Files is saying he's not the one who reached out to Bobrisky first. Bobrisky was the one who reached out to him first. Bobrisky tried to ask him for money, and then he gave Bobrisky some legal advice and also reached out to his father, just trying to help him with his whole case and whatnot. That was what happened. So there in no way tried to divide justice or reverse justice or convert justice. Justice was not touched throughout Files' interaction with Bobrisky. That's what he's saying. But Verydarkman has 24 hours to respond to this particular case. If not, the Falanos will come for him, basically. So yeah, that's the whole thing. And then his particular caption, his own bone of contention here is, in everything and everyone as mentioned here, I'll be disappointed if truly Files and his father are involved with this whole Bobrisky issue. Exactly, that is what they are taking against him in this particular, taking against Verydarkman. So it looks like Verydarkman might be going to jail again if he doesn't do something in the next 24 hours. This just is a lot, and we're out of time. And EFCC has also ordered investigation, and it's so funny because EFCC is ordering investigation against itself. This country is cute, guys. Like, things are happening that are just like, wow, that's so crazy. Because what do you mean you are investigating yourself? Like, it's just so funny. But EFCC now, they are investigating a couple of people inside their, they are investigating their officials to see who really did it. Who is the one, if truly, somebody collected 50 million naira to drop the money laundering cases. And people are reacting to it differently. People have different things to say. I think we'll take Danny's tweet. 50 million is not 15K that one person pocketed. The EFCC will not come out to pretend they did not know what happened in that Bobrisky's case. If nobody is brought to book concerning the 50 million case, then the commission might as well shut down and start selling fish pie. Then let's look at EFCC's tweets. Press statement, Olukoyede orders investigation of 50 million naira Bobrisky's allegation against EFCC officers. Mr. Olukoyede has ordered immediate investigation of alleged bribery allegations imputed to some officers of the commission by Bobrisky in a viral video circulating across the country. So now apparently EFCC has constituted a team of investigators to critically look into the allegations. The commission hereby invites both Okuneye to make themselves available. It looks like people are going to go back to jail. This is a whole lot, and we're out of time. Oh my goodness. I wish I had more time to, break down the story, more and more and more and more. But I guess this is why we call it a wrap, This is a year of jail, man. People are going to jail this year. Your faves are going to be sleeping in jail. Mommy of Lagos, you're just out. You know, you can just keep your mouth shut if this is true. Remember the theme of the show, guys. If this is true, you know, you can just keep your mouth shut. No need to be telling people, you know. You cannot run a TikTok story time if you wanted to send a voice note to your friend saying what happened. Just carry your phone. Hello, guys. Here's what happened to me, truly. And do a TikTok story time. Everybody will know. Now, one person has leaked it. Everybody has already heard. You could have made money off of TikTok. Anyways, well, more things, more news is going to be coming your way very soon. As all this is unveiling, obviously tomorrow, maybe Verydarkman would apologize. If he won't, we'll know what files will do from there. There's just a whole lot that is going to be coming up. You know, this week is looking like it's going to be a lot. Wow, so people pay to not sleep in jail. This is sad, guys. This is really sad. But let's leave the show. Let's leave it on a high note. Let's leave it on a high note and hope that maybe we'll get to see some truth later on today or tomorrow, just as the show unfolds. Thank you very much for watching Afia TV Official. Thank you for doing this with me today. My name is Favor Obinyeluba. But before I go, do us follow us on all our social media platforms at Afia TV Official. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely day ahead.